What's up, guys? Welcome back to another unboxing.
And today we're unboxing this Vision Gallery Diorama.
This is from Diamond Select Toys, retails for $49.99. If you want to add this to your collection, as always, check for links in our description. The Gallery Dioramas, for 50 bucks, you're getting a pretty cool figure.
Me gusta mucho.
This one's got a really nice base. The sculpt looks great. Paint looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and start with the box. As you can see there, you got a window on the front. Gives you a preview of that figure. Looks very cool. You also got windows on the sides, and then on the back, you got a nice image of the figure. Tells you a little bit about Vision. This is Vision in his classic costume. You can see he's phasing through a wall. But let's go ahead and get it out. Nice. I like those feet.
I like how they're using the transparent plastic to give it an effect that he's like phasing through the wall. How is he standing up?
So you can see there, he's got his feet kind of phasing through that wall. A pretty dynamic pose on this, right? He's kind of like levitating. The wall holds him up, so that's cool. The transparency that goes through his feet, through his legs, you can see how it kind of slowly turns into paint on the thighs. Very cool. I like the pose on that. The cape looks awesome, especially from the back here.
First impressions, I'm really liking the use of the different materials, like the clear pieces to give it like the smoke effect or like whatever this is effect down here, under the legs as well, and especially the soul stone here.
They do give it a nice effect. The solar stone on his forehead blasting out, that's cool. And then you got this kind of water or smoke.
I think it looks more like smoke.
It does look more like smoke because of the way it bends. That makes it a lot more dynamic. I like that. And the paint job on it's pretty cool. First impressions are pretty nice on this piece.
You didn't tell me you had plans.
Well, I am telling you now.
Starting off with the base, I'm liking how they're using a combination of the clear plastic that's a bit foggy, as well as like these crumbled bricks as you guys can see here. It's giving the effect like if a wall just fell down and it's like all the dust and like everything just was crumbling, and that's the way the smoke looks like.
I really like the base, and I like that they've got multiple colors in the paint job on those stones. Sometimes even on more expensive figures, we'll see the stones just have a solid color,
right,
and it really like falls flat. Not convincing at all. It's really cool to see them do that in a $50 figure, to have such a nice base. Not only is the paint job good, the sculpt on the stones looks great, and the way they included that transparent smoke or smoky water effect, very cool. And I also like the way it kind of comes out to both sides, so it really kind of distributes some of the weight on the base to kind of match the figure, because you got the cape coming out one side, the hand on the other side, and then moving up the back of the figure where the rest of the base, you have a brick wall. The paint on it's a little weird where the black dots are.
Yeah.
But I bet you that comes directly out of like
comic books, I would say.
The sculpt on it's really cool because you can see there's a few bricks like missing, and so you have kind of that heavy texture behind there. You've even got cracks in the brick. Very cool on that. And then on the sides of the bricks, a ton of texture as well. The back has that same kind of white airbrush look with the black dots. It is cool that kind of adds to that phasing through the wall effect.
Yeah, but like the fact that you can see like the notch where the legs plug in to the brick wall, I feel like it would have worked better if it was like opposite, so like the legs plug into the brick wall. But anyway, that's just like my little pet peeve.
No, really good point. The red paint on the base, it sticks out, and then the peg goes into the foot, so you can see some of that red sticking into the foot, where like you said, if they glued the peg on the inside of the wall, you wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah, but maybe like the entire wall is being used for like the leg. I don't know, but
anyhow, it's still an awesome figure for 50 bucks.
I really like how dynamic it is with him coming through the wall, but also how they're able to achieve the pose of him facing through the wall with no supports visible besides like his legs.
He's like levitating.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I love the sculpt in the actual figure. The way all the muscles are defined in that top. The head sculpt looks really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, the paint on the face is fine because it's just kind of that red, but there is some washing of like some darker maroon colors, which looks pretty cool. And then I love the solar stone on the forehead blasting out.
Yeah, I'm really liking how they are really referencing the old classic comic book Vision. The only really reason why I know this classic comic Vision is because of WandaVision, which was really cool. And I think we actually have, oh yeah, we do.
Oh, we got the
We got the Funko Pop of him from WandaVision, as you guys can see.
That's right. We also do have the bobblehead Funko Pop of Vision in his classic costume. This is right out of WandaVision.
Yeah.
Which is a really funny part in the show where he comes down on Halloween wearing his classic costume. Check that out.
Whoa! Sweet costume, bro, Ham-in-Law. Let me guess. Traffic light. A booger.
Yes.
Yes!
Thank you for humoring me and wearing this ridiculous getup.
You are incorrigible, darling. I know you have a secret thing for Mexican wrestlers.
Me gusta mucho.
Chili con carne.
We loved WandaVision.
Yeah,
right?
we
It was
did.
really cool. If you haven't seen WandaVision, check it out. But we do have some pops from that series, right? We got, this was a Chase exclusive, right?
No.
Yeah, this was a Chase exclusive of the Vision.
Really?
We also got this Vision, which is really cool. This
That's
was,
actually not Vision. That's a fake Vision.
Right,
Like
we
the one
also-
that Shield made.
the fake Vision. This one's really cool with that paint job. It has kind of that iridescent white. Very cool. And then
And then we got the Multiverse of Madness Queen.
pregnant Wanda.
Pregnant.
How funny is that? She got her little belly sticking out.
Going back to the figure, there's also really good sculpt inside the torso.
Yeah, the sculpt in the figure is actually really nice. I like all the definition in the muscles. The anatomy looks great. The hand sculpt is pretty cool. I like how he's got that kind of pose.
Yeah, he's doing like this.
You can see, yeah, really nice definition in the fingers. I like how the yellow paint job has some like weird oranges and red kind of dry brushing. You got some around the back of the cape here. It just adds a little more dimension so it's not that flat yellow. It's like a shadowing of sorts. The sculpt in the back of the cape is really cool. You know I'm a huge Spawn fan, so I'm always digging a nice cool cape. That looks awesome. He's got this huge collar on the back. Very cool figure of Vision.
Overall, I think it's a really cool statue with all the transparent pieces that make it really cool, especially with the legs and the fog. I really like the base itself, along with the design of the classic Vision.
Yeah, I love the base on this. The sculpting, it's really nice. Paint job's pretty damn good. I love the dynamic pose. The cape is awesome. The transparent pieces really give it a step up. Very cool piece. Retails for $49.99 from Diamond Select Toys. If you want to add this to your collection, as always, check for links in our description.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you guys for watching, and
And we'll see you next time.
Fine Tip Creative Studio.
Me gusta mucho.